One word to describe this Thursday evening. It's pivotal.
Pivot. That's a Friends joke. Pivot.
Don't get it. Explain it.
Are you familiar with the TV show Friends?
No. Yeah, no. It was like your friend has a joke. You expect the audience to...
When they're moving the couch up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, like Ross and Rachel.
It's a pivotal joke.
Chandler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big one. I'm up 3-1.
Yeah.
The weeks keep getting bigger numbers,
They
but
do.
our wins
This is
don't.
how it goes. Last year, I feel like it was like 6-5.
Yeah.
There are 19 weeks in the fucking season now.
Yeah. I haven't been playing the game
Yeah.
this year. The last 2 years, I was really playing the game, thinking about what you would pick, looking at the numbers, looking at the totals, etc. I haven't done that this year until this week.
Hit me.
Eagles,
Yeah.
27. Texans, 14.
Okay. This is good. I'm going to put money on the Eagles. I got the Eagles covering. I told you that in the Stanford Steve show. And I've got 30-13 Eagles.
Okay.
So it just all comes down to what? It's 15?
13 and 17 is 15.
Okay.
Is the push number.
Gosh darn it. I feel like you're in the catbird seat with the way the whole multiples of 7 thing goes.
Well, yeah, I like having points 1 to 14, that's for sure. And remember when I told you to watch out about these Texans on a Thursday night at home?
Yeah.
The big bad Eagles bound for the Super Bowl.
But nobody, yeah. No, I know it's that kind of game, but I just don't see it. Dameon Pierce scares me, right? Jordan Davis is out. They haven't been, I think they can run the ball on these guys, but they're going to have to abandon the run game. And I really do think the Eagles can load the fuck out of the box and not worry about the outside. Brandon Cooks isn't playing. And then on the other side of things, Tennessee ran the dog shit out of the football like 48 hours ago, dude, it feels like. And I know what that's like when you play a team on a Sunday that's really physical and you play on a Thursday, and the Eagles are another physical football team, and they're going to run the football. I like the under, too, by the way.
A little bit of turnover luck, maybe. Yeah, under feels good. Under feels really good.
I'm going to bet both those. I'm going to bet both those things, and I'm going to sit at what's the name of the Phillies stadium? I'm going to tonight.
Citizens Bank Park.
I'm going to Citizens Bank Park tonight. We'll talk about that during the podcast.
World Series.
Yeah,
World
with
Series,
a little
Chris.
twist of the arm from my South Jersey native wife. She's lovely.
My wife.
Yeah, but I'm excited. So let's get on with the podcast, shall we?
Yo, did you guys know that in the show Friends, they actually say the word friends in every episode of the show?
Well, obviously fucking not, because I haven't seen the show. Is the show good?
Meh.
Wow. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Provocative question. Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Does it hold up? I don't know. I'm not watching it, but it was a really well done show.
Who's the star of that show?
Another great question. I will say it was Rachel, Jennifer Aniston.
Okay. Who was the male star of the show?
For me, it's not Ross. David Schwimmer,
Gotta be Chandler.
Yeah. Chandler Bing, played by Line.
Okay, cast the people on the set as people on Friends.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm Chandler.
Okay. I have no idea. He must be the coolest fucking guy ever.
He's the funniest and the smartest.
Oh, yeah.
Perry. He's a Perry. Matthew Perry.
Yeah. Wait, smartest too, though?
You're Joey.
I don't know if that works.
You're Joey. You're Matt LeBlanc. You're Joey.
Okay. He's got the Howie Long shaped face.
Yeah. Matt is Phoebe, played by Lisa Kudrow.
Okay.
For sure. Do we have enough here?
Yeah.
The cowboy is Rachel. Most pretty and the star.
Yeah.
And
you think she's the most pretty? I think prime Courtney Cox.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I was more making a comment about cowboy than a Cox Aniston debate. That being said, producer Scott would be Courtney Cox.
Okay.
Monica. Yeah. We don't have a Ross, the star of a Bruce Springsteen video.
Who was at the Phillies game last night, according to the people working the Jumbotron at Citizens Bank Park. So, yeah, that wasn't Bruce Springsteen. That was Miles Teller and his dad. We're going to talk about the World Series in a couple minutes. I first want to talk about, I am getting out of town tonight. My wife, she's a huge Phillies fan. like grew up that way, not just jumping on the bandwagon because I played in Philly, that kind of thing. Like she's a South Jersey gal. So she's really fucking excited about the World Series, as am I. And you know, when you're like, babe, just tell me what you want. That every husband has that conversation with their wife. Just verbalize, like, what do you want? Well, you have to be careful about that because my wife wanted to go to the World Series and these tickets are fucking insane, dude. They're insane. But I'm excited. I really am. I can't wait to get up there. We're going to leave right after the show, and it is Thursday afternoon. I will be there tonight. I'm sitting somewhere along the right field line.
Yeah. I must imagine you were upset that the Astros no-hit the Phils last night, so you couldn't see a potential clincher.
Yeah, that was kind of, that was part of it. That would have been really cool, but it also would have been hard to get the fuck out of there. Like, we want to get back here. So, but the bottom line is you guys have noticed around the studio, I am fucking burnt out. I'm like, I've been firing on all cylinders continually, and it feels like Groundhog Day. Reed, I know you know exactly how I feel.
Might I recommend a 3.5 month break?
That's good.
Does wonders.
So, as my phone rings for the 17th time today, I want to get the fuck out of town Saturday. I've been just chomping at the bit to leave. Like, I've been texting part of this is the FOMO aspect of it, because Ryan Russillo wanted me to go down to Baton Rouge, and I have my foundation tailgate, which is going to be awesome. The hometown tailgate, it'll be in the ROTC lot. Tickets are $100. Find them on Chris Long Foundation website. So that's
for Virginia, North Carolina,
and tickets will be included in that. Okay, spiel over. It is for a good cause, but after that, I want to get the hell out of Dodge, dude, because the tickets to get down to Baton Rouge. I was saying this earlier when we were talking to Steve. Like, it's not that it's expensive to get to Baton Rouge. It's fucking impossible. That place is like a fortress. There's no flights in and out of that thing.
You know, I'm a geography buff. I have no idea how far Baton Rouge is from New Orleans.
It's essentially Houston.
Oh,
like Baton Rouge is, you imagine Louisiana being down there, like in the Florida, Georgia line area. Well, take a look at a U.S. map. The fucking thing's in Houston, basically. And Baton Rouge is hard to get to. It would have cost a lot of money to get down there in that short of time.
Wait, Baton Rouge is right next to New Orleans, huh?
It is, but New Orleans is kind of close to Houston, low key.
Yeah. When I flew to New Orleans for something, a bachelor party, had to go through like a George Bush airport. Had to have been Houston.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So it's a long ass way, and I'm hurt over this. I really want to see a game in Baton Rouge. I want to see LSU Bama, but there will be more opportunities. So I'm just starting to I'm firing left and right. I'm looking at going to South Bend to watch Notre Dame, Clemson. I was advised not to do that.
Don't do that. My one experience in South Bend, there's one bar that you go to, and Rudy is literally there talking to you about himself.
Yeah.
It's not a great scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hammered drunk was Rudy.
And that's the book on him.
Yeah.
Like they say the movie character is a little different than the guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but yeah, I've not heard that South Bend is like a huge party.
No, and it's gray.
And the stadium, all I can think about is like when you tell me the concourse is just pristine. It can't be a vibe out there.
No, and you got to be high enough to see Jesus and the basilica.
Yep.
And you don't want to have you don't be the nosebleeds.
No, you don't. And honestly, I don't want to get beat up over our admin segment about Jesus.
Right.
By some guys from Chicago.
Right.
By Kevin Badback Backey's family.
We heard what you said about Christ.
Okay. So I was talking about Paul Christ. So
Notre Dame's next defensive coordinator.
Yeah. So I'm not going there. I'm not a porch dog, man. I got to roam sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so I was Googling like what to do in Virginia, like attractions in the state of Virginia. Like I'm going to go to Williamsburg and look at a blacksmith and like fucking, take some boomers and go walk through Revolutionary War times down there.
Colonial Williamsburg is underrated. I think you would like it.
I think Macon would love it.
I do love it. I've been there and I do love it.
People are like, are you part of the exhibit?
William and Mary, similar bar scene to South Bend.
Really?
In my experience.
Okay, so we're not doing that. You're the real estate agent. What do I do?
Well, I came up with a few ideas. Unfortunately, they let me outside the Commonwealth.
Okay.
You ever heard of the Fun Belt?
Yeah.
UL Monroe is home for Texas State this weekend.
Yeah, Monroe, Louisiana?
Yeah.
That's a long way too. I figure that might be even harder than Baton Rouge to
Might
get
be
to.
more expensive.
Okay, keep going.
Apple picking?
It's the most overrated shit in the world, dude.
Here's the thing, Chris. I am a porch dog. I like nothing more than staying home. And yet, I really treasure my friendships, and I can't help but realize that I'm not on the group text of like my 5 closest friends in this town.
Are there any group texts you haven't abruptly exited?
Yeah. I haven't left the fantasy football, even though I get shitted on.
To shut the fuck up on Sunday because we were talking about the games. Shut the fuck up.
I am for some unknown reason, I am public enemy number 1 on that thread. Everyone loves to hate me, and I sit there and I take it, and I don't respond for the most part. In fact, I just participated in a little conversation that's ongoing. So yeah, I stay in some group texts.
So Saturday, would you like to hang out?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Let's do it. Like, this is a good time to do it on the airwaves.
Here's one thing.
Yeah.
I got 4 college buddies coming to town.
Okay.
All right.
You didn't invite me?
Well, they don't live here.
Okay. But
somebody's renting a house near the stadium. We're gonna hang in the house. We're gonna tailgate before we hit the hometown tailgate. You know, and we're gonna actually watch the Virginia North Carolina football
I'm gonna watch it on TV, bro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, and then afterwards, once we get the kids down for naps and such, yeah, maybe I would.
You got to bring all your college friends up.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Well,
so now you know how it feels a little bit.
Well,
you know Juan and Ben.
Oh, they're great. Okay.
Walker.
It's just a fucking Walker. I really like Walker.
Yeah.
Wait, Walker's the guy?
What did he say?
He said Walker Little. His little opinions. What did he say?
He did talk noise once upon a time.
He didn't like my charity work. It was William Hayes going undercover for the St. Patrick's Center and me going with William Hayes. It was the homeless thing. Which I could see the way you would feel about that because we were homeless for 2 days. I mean, but it's kind of implicit that we don't think we're homeless, Walker Little. And that also raised a fuck ton of money for the St. Patrick's Center. So I don't know if you know how nonprofits work. But anyways, go ahead.
And Daniel, of course, will be in the house as well.
I like Daniel.
Cheering on the Who's. So, no, I'd be honored to be in your presence Saturday evening, pending the permission of my lovely wife. But that's not the point.
Okay.
The point is that y'all guys, like, I am your best friend, all y'all's.
Yeah.
I'm all y'all's best friend. And it can be
Charlottesville's best friend. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Fucking guy.
No, I called Becky. I'm like, what's the deal?
Dude, you can't expect to just, this is
I'm
an
like, is it Baton Rouge or Charleston? Are you going to Greenbrier? Like, I keep hearing all these places. Why am I not on the text thread? He's like, well,
to be fair, you never say yes to anything. Here's the thing. You're climbing out of a 3 to 4 year period of not hanging out. So you actually have to you got to give more than you know what I mean?
That's fair, but if I'm never on the text thread, I'm never going to know about it.
You leave the text threads.
Dude, I would not leave this one.
Okay.
This is a core group. This is the men's lunch group.
Okay, so I'm going to add you to Activity Gang.
Do it.
Okay.
That's what Becky said. He was like, it's more like a thing where if we can get away for a hike for 3 hours.
Being in the Activity Gang means you actually have to do activities. We can boot you if you don't. Hey, Matt, how many times, when should we boot him out of the Activity Gang?
2 no's in a row.
All right, that's fine. I do have a bit more of a structured gig than the rest of you guys.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think I work longer than you.
I'm not saying you don't.
Week.
Structured.
Yeah, structured. No question.
Like you have days off
free
in the
flowing,
week.
Free flowing.
Yeah.
But
I'm kind of like a doctor. Like I'm saving lives on call.
Yeah.
Oh no. Biggest investment of your life. If you need to get in the house, I have to be available. Why are you fucking laughing?
I can tell if there's asbestos in the motherfucker.
I'm not talking about importance, more important than a doctor. It'll heal. The human body is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
That house is getting sold. You want to get in there? Let's get in there. You want to put in an escalator? We'll put in an escalator.
All right, so I'm going to add you to the Activity Gang right now.
All right, that'll be great. Activity Gang, which is a stupid name, used to be Men's Lunch, by the way.
Man,
we created an LLC and everything.
Yeah,
Men's
that's
Lunch.
cool. Yeah, getting lunch. That sounds fucking awesome. You know, I don't have time to take a break in here. Can we have this conversation? Like yesterday, when would I have gotten lunch?
Okay. But can I? Yeah,
you can.
Can I level with you for a second?
Level.
If I happen to tell you, hey, me, Tom, Conrad, and Becky, we're going to Charleston this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, after the fact, would you want to join? Like, is that something?
Yeah, I would.
You wouldn't be like,
because if I was you, again? I would be self-aware enough to know that most people expect to know 100% of the time. So we stop asking and we figure if you catch wind of something accidentally and tell us.
Catch wind accidentally.
Yeah. But I've talked about this issue at length all week with you. To be fair, I see you twice a week.
Yeah.
Exactly twice a week.
Do I get this? Another serious? Can I?
Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
All right. Do I get any slack? This is for serious.
Mm-hmm.
Any slack at all on the 2 kids under 2 thing? Like we realize that Big Make Dog is in a stage of his life where he has to be a bit more tethered than he would otherwise. Okay.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
Okay.
Welcome to the Activity Gang.
Okay. Thanks.
Let the games begin.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 in a row. He's out.
Okay. Saturday night.
We're going to see the Grateful Dead movie soon, like next week maybe.
The Grateful Dead movie.
Yeah. See, Kingston's all perked up for a limited time only at Violet Crown.
Talking sports.
Oh, we're going to start with tennis.
Talking sports. Okay. So there's a challenger event. You don't really need to know what that means. It's like, really good professional tennis, but it's not freaking Wimby or anything like that. But there's an event in Charlottesville this week. It's like players ranked about number 100 in the world. Good ass players.
Yeah,
and it tickles me, Chris. I told you this earlier. It tickles me that these tennis players on whom I wager lots of money around the world at all hours of the day are literally playing and sleeping right across the road from where you and I live. Isn't that neat? Like they're right there. They're so close. Are there any, do you know any of the names? No. But it's cool to me that the guys who live inside my WinBet app are like right there.
They're running around in the app.
Those
now they're running around across the street.
Those little gremlins who take all my money in my WinBet app have come to life.
Yeah.
At this Charlottesville tennis tournament.
Just throw a black hoodie on and head over at nightfall to the Boar's Head Inn.
So here's what I'm thinking. 5 of us, let's say we're best friends.
Yep.
And the activity fucking.
The first thing we're going to propose in the Activity Gang is that we assault a tennis player.
Okay, just hear me out.
Okay.
So let's say there are 5 of us.
Yeah.
We wager $10K on a cat.
Yeah.
A cat today was plus 400 pre-match.
Right.
Big underdog.
I think this is a federal crime.
Hold on. So we get to the favorite. Favorite would be like minus 350 or something. And we get him to take a dive. Now, 10K at plus 400 would win each of us $40,000. Okay. Put in 10, win 40. All right. That's how plus 400 works. Now, 5 times 40, $200,000. We're up $200,000 as a group. I say we break off the cat who took the dive, 50 grand. The entire purse of this tournament is $75,000. Nobody's getting rich off winning this Charlottesville tournament. So somebody's going to be willing to take a dive in the first or second round.
Right. These guys are only like 100.
We're getting into the middle rounds now, but
they're not getting that that Rolex money.
Hey, Stefan, take the week off. Here's 50K. Throw in a couple doubles.
Yeah, if I'm a G-Shock guy, I'm fucking taking that all day, dude. I'm fucking.
So we break him off 50. We're left with 150. That's 30K a person on a 10K investment for 90 minutes worth of work. We might have to frighten the guy a little bit. A little bit.
How do we frighten him?
We're big guys. Save me.
Yeah.
We know where they are sleeping. It's at a hotel.
Yeah.
Knock on doors.
We just call them and have Kyle breathe into the phone.
Yes, Kyle. Kyle would be great.
Oh yeah,
for this.
Let's get Kyle in on this. You might have to make this 250. But like Kyle, we just have Kyle like standing in the hallway and in a
fax could be there just confusing the person. Maybe 300K. We're just more in the kitty for everybody.
Yeah. Have Fax walk in and just start talking to him.
Yes.
Just explain a YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Just have trying to eat in the fucking dining hall at Boar's Head, and we just have Facts sit down and explain Mr. Beast and his path to success.
You don't think the 60K would raise any red flags?
I've thought about that, and I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how much money is wagered worldwide on these matches.
Listen, plus they're sitting there on their fucking on their big board. It's like a NASA control center, and they're like, "Whoa, we just got to bet in for 60K on who the fuck?" And then they got to Google the tennis player, and they're like, "Where's he playing?" And the little red dot says,
"All the bets are coming from inside the house."
They're in the parking lot. Okay, we just got 60K in from the Boar's Head parking lot.
Okay, all right, that could be problematic.
Yeah,
but you are right in that what I'm suggesting is fixing professional tennis matches.
911, what's your emergency? The guy from Jack Reacher is masturbating in the hallway by the ice machine. You don't get the joke because you don't listen to the show. He doesn't listen to the show.
I don't get it at all. Along.
Matt cast Kyle as the actor in Jack Reacher in the Green Light movie. Matt was Alan Richton. Look this guy up.
Oh, y'all are thinking of Alan Rickman.
No.
He's passed.
No, this guy's very much alive.
Blue Mountain State and Jack Reacher fame.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Do I like this?
No, I'm saying Kyle, casting him as Kyle in the Green Light movie.
Does that person resemble Kyle?
Yes.
In any way? No.
Okay, that's because Matt was trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
Matt was trying to get in his pants.
Yeah.
He was like, "Here you go, Kyle." Kyle was like, and then Kyle came into work all chipper and was like hanging out one-on-one with Matt a lot. He's like, "Matt's my guy." You know, I really like Matt.
Don't you make fun of Kyle.
No, that's what we're going to have him do on the phone. Phone's going to ring at 2 a.m. Guy's trying to get some shut-eye before the match. The guy just breathing. It sounds like Mothman Prophecies on the other end. It's Kyle. It's a scary-ass movie, by the way.
I had one trick-or-treater.
Yeah.
It was 5 teenagers that popped out of a Mercedes SUV, and I'm in the kitchen. I can see the front door. The front door's open, except for the storm door, and they knock on the door. They're like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door. I got like 3 pacifiers in my hand, and I'm waving them in. And then one of them goes, "He's waving us in." Like there's some sort of like tactical team, and they're not sure about like if this is a trap or not.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they gather up the strength, the courage to open my storm door and then take all of the candy in the bowl. Good, the Snickers and the peanut M&Ms.
The whole thing?
I was left with very, very little. And it was damn near 8 o'clock at night. Like it was dark out. I was just...
So wait, are you mad?
What am I? I don't know that there's a punchline. I think... I don't think you can trick or treat. So you had some
trick-or-treaters, huh?
I don't think you can trick or treat via luxury SUV. I don't think you can trick or treat when you're 6 feet tall.
Our forefathers had to walk.
They were in costume, to which my wife said, then it's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
They were in costume.
It's 8 o'clock. Get rid of the candy.
The he's waving us in thing was more just funny. I could see where they would be a little timid.
Yeah, they've seen True Detective.
Yeah.
So
you probably didn't have any trick-or-treaters. You probably didn't put the thing out on your mailbox saying that you allow trick-or-treaters.
No, we just left the house and went and trick-or-treated somewhere else.
Oh, I should have egged your ass.
Okay.
Next year.
Remember we rolled up on those people and TP'd one of these houses of a rival gang in high school?
I sure do.
We rolled up on that house. They had a big mansion on the hill.
Yep. And
what were we doing? TPing or paintballing?
Well,
or egging at the same time.
I think all of the above.
But
then somebody called the cops because we were military army crawling up the front lawn.
You can tell the gun ownership is not high in the subdivision.
They called the cops on us.
Yeah.
That was like a really cool teenage, I'm actually really scared at the moment.
Yeah, I'm running down the road full speed because we saw the cop. Well, we didn't get away because I'm running down the road and I hear a car behind me.
Only one like little segment of us that got stopped. Were you a part of that
group? It was me.
Group?
I was running full speed down the middle of a road in a subdivision, like, my little feet, on the concrete. And then I heard like a
Why
car.
Were you on the road when we?
I don't know. It was faster. It was faster surface. And then I'm hearing a car roll up behind me, and I'm like, man, this car sounds like it's pretty close. I'm just running in front of a cop car. And I turn around and I just stop running, and now he's just idling.
You slowly turn toward him.
Yeah. So anyways.
You didn't go to jail.
Yeah.
What were they like? Don't do what you're doing?
No, they said don't do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I said, we didn't actually get to throw anything.
Yeah.
Because you men and women of the Albemarle County Police Department are so on top of it.
Yep.
That response time was incredible.
We won't be back for
I wasn't even in the hedges yet.
You want to talk a little sports around the world? Macon, what is it?
Oh, hold on, Reed. Let me get my ball. Talking sports.
For somebody who laments having the cameras here, it's just not coming through on audio.
He knows where it is.
The same as it is. Yeah, he knows where the camera is.
I show a little bit of energy one day.
No, it's good. I'm just pointing out that if you repeat this bit, we have to explain it.
Talking sports.
Okay. He's thrusting the football towards the camera.
Macon, let's talk about the Washington Commanders. They are yesterday, everyone's Wednesday, it was announced that Bank of America is handling the sale.
It's your time to shine, Reed.
Of the Washington Commanders. They've been valued at $5.6 billion. The Broncos
more than God's team.
For $4.65 to the Walton family. Do we have any new owner ideas? There's one guy in Washington who has that cash.
Who's that?
Bezos.
Oh, Bezos, yeah.
He's in like Crystal City.
I think he's all over.
Chestnut checkers if Bezos buys this team, because he will immediately sink FedEx. No, well, actually, he'll probably be doing FedEx a favor. He should be careful here. He should be careful here to get FedEx's name off that stadium, which, by the way, that stadium's so bad that it's actually working in their favor, because the reason I think Daniel Snyder is selling is because they know to get this new stadium, you're not going to be people on either side of the aisle are going to balk at working with Daniel Snyder. Mm-hmm. And that's at least part of it. So the fact that there's diarrhea raining down on unsuspecting fans, that the stadium looks like, frankly, dog shit, and that it's probably the worst professional sports stadium. Is it the worst professional sports stadium?
I think so. And you're saying like
the Oakland A's is bad too.
It's just so big.
You understand what I'm saying? The fact that it's so bad, they need a stadium so bad, they can't do it with Daniel Snyder. That is why Daniel Snyder's selling the team. I think.
Well, yeah, they don't know where to do it either, right? Maryland, D.C., Virginia.
Yep, exactly.
It's a host of problems.
Kevin Durant. I
Hmm.
mean, you can't be a majority owner because we're not in that echelon yet.
How about Mackenzie Scott? If you on the Bezos line of thinking.
I was thinking the Saudi Public Investment Fund.
The Live Golf people.
Yeah,
Greg Norman.
at least then we'd have an owner that the politicians in Washington would feel comfortable doing business with.
Oh, zinger. Wow, you just beheaded him with that joke. Let him live. If I'm really rich, do I want to buy the Commanders? No, the biggest mistake that they made was allowing them to rebrand this motherfucker the day before. It's like if you had a player, you're getting ready to trade him, and he gets an ACL the night before the deadline. That's what the branding of this team is. It's an ACL. You haven't even driven the car off the lot, and there's a ding on it, dude.
After a few trades the other day, we've got some new numbers for some professional football players. Roquan Smith will wear the number 18 with the Ravens, and Bradley Chubb is in number 2 for the Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
We like this. We see an 18 and 2 run around the defensive end of the field.
So, I don't know. For one, I like Chase Claypool, like doing Chicago a favor, off topic. Number 10, they don't have to think about Mitch. Like, either that or he's going to be really good there, and every time he catches the ball, people are going to think about Mitch. So I don't know what I don't know what he was thinking with that.
Good looking uni though.
It's a good looking uni. It's a good looking number. were pro Chase Claypool. By the way, we kind of manifested that. We sent him Kodiak Wintergreen. Mm-hmm. What's on the on a tin of Kodiak Wintergreen?
Oh, a bear.
I thought you were gonna say because he dipped out.
That's a good one, Matt. That joke was told in the nicotine.
Oh, okay. I'm marijuana out of here.
What? Okay. Bradley Chubb, yeah, it's a weird number on the surface, but I looked. Jerome Baker had 55. I would have worn 13, man. I love an edge guy in 13. The old Alex Brown.
So
pay homage in the state of Florida.
So Bradley Chubb was 55 in Denver, 9 at NC State. My first thought, of course, was 13. One little problem. Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah. Right. Fuck, man. Dan Marino.
The Dolphins have...
Dan Marino.
The Dolphins have 3 retired numbers. Do you think you can name them? 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
1 non-quarterback. I don't need the numbers. I just need the players.
Dan Marino.
Yep.
Some guy in the 60s.
Probably 60s, 70s.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Bob Greasy.
Yeah, he's on TV and shit. Yeah.
Part of the
Brian
72.
Greasy, also on TV and shit. 72 Dolphins, the whole thing. They did a documentary. They all got back together.
And then there's like a white running back type.
Larry Zonka, right?
Oh, Zonka. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, when does Jason Taylor's number get retired, man? Because he would have been like, had I not thought about Larry Zonka, he would have been the one.
And there's where one of 2 places I landed, number 99.
Yeah.
Rick Vaughn.
Shouldn't be available.
Jason Taylor.
Right.
I kind of also like 33.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb. Mm-hmm. The Dolphins have numbers 32 through 38 available. Nobody's wearing any of those numbers. That's strange to me.
That's really weird. They look funny on running backs. Like 34 looks okay. 35 looks okay. 36 gets kind of like you're like a pass catcher purely.
That is. Yeah, I really like 32.
Mind. Yeah. 37. Yeah. 37's a little funky.
Was Sean Alexander 37 or 39?
Yes, 37, and I thought that looks like a fullback number or something.
I agree.
Okay.
Larry Zonka, 39.
Yep.
Roquan, he was 58 in Chicago, 3 at Georgia. For the Ravens, 1, 15, 32, 33, 55, 91.
I like 15 a lot.
Yeah, 15 kind of sexy.
Jalen Phillips looks good in 15.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I found this interesting. The Ravens have officially retired no numbers, though some numbers, like Ray Lewis's number 52 and Ed Reed's number 20, remain off limits.
That's weird.
Yeah. So we're not going to do it, but you also can't have the
It's fucking
number.
Weird. Steve Spagnuolo did that to me with Leonard Little.
Right. Let's give it a little while.
Yeah, let's give it a year.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Hey, I'm a proud owner of a white Ram, St. Louis Rams 72.
Yeah, dude, that's only going up in value.
Not authentic. A replica.
Only can. Oh yeah. Well, everybody else in the activity gang, I got them authentics.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Paid for it with my.
Hines went with 20, which is kind of like I'm gonna wear the number of the guy that you just shipped for me, which is a little bit interesting. Some questionable decisions, maybe not ideal on some of these numbers, but I thought the guys did fine. Yeah. JPP looks weird in what is he, 4?
4.
That's a weird decision. There's got to be something behind that.
So weird that I like it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I got 3 names. And
4 for any position feels a little weird, right?
4's a weird number.
That might be a weird number.
4's a weird number.
Any position that it looks good
I weirdly like it for a power forward, but that's a different sport.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower forward.
So, Chris, you're going to the World Series tonight, the people's last night. Do you think you're going to see Mattress Mack on the concourse or heckle any of the Astros bullpen?
So, I think I don't think I'm going to be close enough to the bullpen. Which, by the way, the bullpen at the bank has moved in recent years. It used to be kind of unaffected by fans, and one thing I learned at Yankee Stadium is there's people that like make a living basically just yelling things at players.
Yeah.
Like things that are just arbitrary and untrue, but sometimes make people feel uncomfortable around them. But what they do is they yell down at the pitchers warming up for, say, the Astros. And I thought it was interesting. Again, it's a little bit of a tactical advantage for the Phillies to move that bullpen closer to where these pitchers can be affected by Philadelphia's finest.
I got yelled at one time by Julian Tavares. He's a reliever.
Yeah,
because my buddy was effing a bullpen. It was either Camden Yards or Nationals Park, but my buddy was being a jerk. But then Julian turns around, thinks it's me, starts yelling at me in a really nice way, saying, "Hey, stop cursing. There are kids around," which wouldn't work so well for, say, an Astros reliever in Philly at the World Series.
right, exactly.
They're going to continue to be
They're just going to continue to cuss. It's 8 p.m.
The kids are probably going to jump in, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yous.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Eli Manning, double
Yeah.
bird from a kid.
Exactly. But I think it had me thinking, like, if I was a stadium, if I was like an owner of a team and I had an opportunity to like fucking to mess with people, I actually like the Iowa pink locker room thing.
Because you're just sitting there thinking about the color on the wall.
No, honestly, I like being in that locker room, dude. I want to calm
peaceful.
down. I want to calm down, dude. I don't need to get charged up to play a football game.
I haven't seen that in a while. I think the worst part of that was, and they've changed it, was it just looked like a really uncomfortable locker room.
Yeah, it's
Small.
cramped.
Yeah.
That's how you fuck with people. And like at Arrowhead, how tight that locker room is, it's like you're damn near cheek to cheek with people.
Duke does
You're all
something
cheeked
cool.
up in there.
Duke football does something pretty cool. They put the visiting locker room
A
300
mile
yards
away.
that way.
Yeah, a mile away.
You're tired by the time you get
You got
to
to walk
field.
through the people tailgating in the grass.
And this won't shock you. The Hoops visiting locker room at Cameron Indoor is a
The sweat box.
it's not good.
So I might I was thinking about this earlier, like ways that you could kind of get an advantage on the visiting team. How about like in a football stadium, you have one sideline here, you have like a big board on the other side for, whatever scores or what have you. Maybe you build a bigger board, and during the game you just put up cringy Instagram photos of the players on the visiting sideline.
That's really good.
That would fuck me up, dude.
Yeah.
Like something really cringy from 7 years ago, I just forgot to delete.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I love my family.
Like lame shit, dude. Like family's cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, doing that would be one thing. I don't know. You didn't have anything?
Oh, my left foot.
You said you didn't have anything.
I was thinking. Now hear me out.
Yeah.
You put, those really itty bitty cameras where you can stick places and you don't know the camera's there and you can watch things.
Yeah.
Put them in the locker room.
2 federal crimes today
Well,
from you. 2 federal. Put a fine. There'd be a fine jar for federal crimes.
is there like some independent guy running around like holding up the wands, making sure there's no electromagnetic fields of
No, not at all.
transmission?
Not at all. But I do think about that in an Airbnb.
Yeah, dude.
Did you see the Astros tweet about Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. So that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And that Jalen Hurts picture is a couple years old, but I would do it.
It's really well done.
It's well done.
Yeah.
It's well done. I mean, no hits, that hurts. Ow. Yeah, that does hurt. But Kyle Schwarber's over it. They're over it, dude. And the thing about it is, you can't get no hit twice in a row in the playoffs. Do you count that as a no hitter?
Great question.
Yeah.
No, I think it's awesome. Christian Javier was fun to watch, but no, you got 4 dudes. Only been one. Don Larson.
But for the team that got no hit, it's a no hitter. It's almost worse. We gave you 2 options. We gave you 3 options. You didn't like any of them. Couldn't hit any of them.
Yeah.
Are you going to bet the game tonight or just go and enjoy the ambiance?
I think I'm going to bet the fuck out of the Eagles game. Scott, do you have any tips for betting tonight's World Series game?
Syndergaard.
Did I see that they were wearing the powder blues?
Oh, really?
I think I saw that. I saw that somewhere.
That's dope.
Which
I need to
gives
change
me
my outfit.
gives me hope for the offense. After coming back from last night being no hit, considered a no hitter or not, I would double down on check the over line on that.
Isn't Syndergaard a little
What is
shaky
that total
too?
right now?
Syndergaard has definitely had an up and down season. He is not the guy that the name makes you remember.
Thor.
Damn, Matt, Donald Duck in a pile of coins. .gif. Look at your fucking balance.
I was just trying to find the game line. The Astros minus
Damn,
148.
Matt. Look at that balance.
It's like a quarter unit for you, apparently.
Player. Over 7.5, Scott? You like over 7.5? People listening already know what happened. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I think that makes it more entertaining.
I do. I think there's going to be some run scored today.
Okay, I'll think about it. Now, Mattress Mack, man, I got to say this, man. I like him more after what I saw in the concourse. Like, you would do it too, Philly. You would do it too. The only thing that's funny, I watched him saying like "fuck you" on loop for 36 minutes. That thing has to do numbers on TikTok, right? That's what TikTok was made for. That's what Vine was made for. You know, remember Vine?
Yeah, Vine.
Mattress Mack would be a Vine sensation.
Vine might be coming back.
Bring it back, dude. Totally.
They often
bring back MySpace. Okay. But Mattress Mack, like, kudos to him for having the balls to publicize a bet that's going to cost you $10 million possibly and go sit in the stands in Philadelphia and really seemingly enjoy the people for most of his day. Like the tweets, the whole thing, like God bless the people. It went from God bless the people of Philadelphia to fuck you.
Asshole.
And a Bible quote.
And a Bible quote in the morning, which is do not be overcome by evil, Philadelphia in this case. He's calling them evil. But overcome evil with good. Good, in parentheses, is fuck you. Romans 12:21.
The only thing that doesn't quite mesh for me, and yet it does because he's a PR master.
Yeah.
But is all shucks Mattress Mackness. And then he's got somebody videotaping his every move. When he signs an autograph, it's videotaped.
Yeah, no question.
When he takes a picture, he's videotaped.
Well, he's a star, dude.
He's a promotional genius.
He's a star, dude.
And he doesn't care about losing the 10 milli. He had a quote here which got me back on the old horse. He said, "I have no fear in me. I have a high tolerance for risk. If I lose, there's always another day."
Well,
not always.
Until you die.
Until you die. So, and that happens to everybody. I'm not saying it's more prone to happen to Mattress Mack because he's older. I'm just saying, like, we all die, Matt.
Everybody.
Mack.
But
the funniest thing that I found out was essentially what he cussed these people out over. Like, he loved the people of Philly until they called that little guy a cheater.
Altuve.
That's what it was. They were like, Altuve's a cheater. He can't get in the Hall of Fame. And he's like, all right, that's enough. I have never heard anything that vile. I'm an Astros fan, and I have never heard anything like that.
That's funny.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back for him. So I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Mattress Mack.
When you say the little guy for Houston, what I picture is his hitting that dinger and then saying, "No, don't rip off my jersey.
Don't take off my jersey.
I'm wearing the buzzers on my."
That was the best in game one. Castellanos like lifted his jersey up.
To say I have a wire.
That was a great
wire. That guy's become pretty popular.
Yeah.
You mentioned betting a couple minutes ago. Is it very fitting that Pete Rose is going to cast the first bet in Ohio?
So I love this.
Legal bet.
I love this.
Love it.
I think when they have a dispensary at Dolphin Stadium, Ricky Williams should get to blow trees on the 50-yard line, dude. I'm all about, like, now betting it's bad, okay? Like, you can't do that, okay?
You really shouldn't.
You shouldn't. But, I look back at Pete Rose. Charlie Hustle was betting on his team. So, like, it's wrong, got it, but there's no way I would be as supportive if it was the other way. All right, let's take odds on what kind of baseball hat he's going to wear. That guy's got quite the baseball. He's got quite the hat rack, dude.
I got it. It's white fitted with the white C.
Yeah.
It's white on white. Red.
I think for some reason he's going to have a black hat on.
Yeah.
All black.
Yep. One or the other.
Midnight Tony Romo. He does have some fucking fits, doesn't he?
He's got a little Mark Davis vibe to him.
Yes, dude. He's got some fits.
He's out of the house, Mark Davis.
Pete Rose clothes. Pete Rose outfits.
While we're on the subject, the most electric bet in sports, first to 10 points. You can do this in the NBA all night long. Talk about...
It's usually like 3 minutes, first 3 minutes.
Oh, my God. It's just amazing. Yeah.
Look at this fit, bro.
Wow, that's like a Bill Cosby Q-zip.
It's like a Argyle Coogee with a Q-zip under it and a 7-tone fitted cap.
Yep.
It's got a white panel.
It's like the
a red panel.
Neapolitan ice cream hat.
This guy's out of control, bro. Out of control. The confidence that it takes to rock that fit.
Talking about pitching, do we want to pitch a reason why Chris should watch White Lotus?
Oh, yeah.
I watched the trailer and was worried that it should have been a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. It's the first episode was enthralling. I don't want to give too much away.
I won't give anything away, but I also loved it and was also really hesitant because that awesome character from season 1, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Armand.
Armand is not in season 2, but Christopher from The Sopranos is in it, and he's awesome.
Yeah, Michael Imperioli. Aubrey Plaza's in it. She reminds me a lot of me.
Yeah.
There's a champagne toast, which she declines, like everybody else is toasting, and she's like, I don't really want any champagne.
Yeah, you soured me on it, but now that I'm hearing it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was wrong.
And we finished The Patient.
Nice.
Now, we don't give this, we're not going to give spoilers away. If skip ahead like two times. Click that little thing like 4 times maybe. Holy shit, man.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Meg had a better alternate ending. Meg was like, when he brought that couch down, this dude brought a couch to the door like a dead bird, like he was a retriever.
That's when Steve Carell knows he's
not getting out. But we thought for a second that they were going to chain, because he had just told him, like, I need to get out and I need to talk to my son. You went through something with your father that's led you here. I need to fix the thing with my son. And I thought because of his golden retriever serial killer brain that he was going to go get his son and chain him in the other couch and they would work it out in the basement.
Oh, I thought that too.
Yeah, but thankfully not. There wasn't enough time left in the show.
That's right.
The grip strength on that guy.
Yeah,
it's
impressive.
Like, wow.
And lots of people were like, oh, that ending sucked because he didn't get away. Like, nah.
Well, no, I just think they could have ended it right after the thing. And, the moral of the story is like, can't save serial killers, man. We do it for everybody in society. Maybe some people are just beyond help.
Yeah. And Steve Carell figured out like the way to communicate his love and admiration for his kids.
The actor,
Dom Gleason,
is the same age as the serial killer. Maybe has him by 7 years. His dad? No, Dom Gleason's dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, look him up.
Yeah, that character wasn't so hot.
Remember, he told him he should turn himself into the police.
Yes.
And then the next scene, he drives up to the police station. He's sitting in the car. I was like, he's gonna strangle the police.
Yeah.
He's just gonna run up there and strangle all the police, and come back and come home and tell Steve Carell, I killed the police. We don't have to worry about them anymore. He's such a fucking idiot, as most serial killers are.
All right, you guys want to do a draft?
Let's do a draft.
All right, so we already picked numbers. We're going to do best post-playing career. And then if we have time, maybe we'll also do a worst post-playing career.
Yeah.
And I don't know who picked first.
So these are pro athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like pro athletes, after whatever the fuck they played.
Yeah. 1-1. I'm going to hit it straight down the middle, okay? Not going to wow anybody. Arnold Palmer.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
The drink, for goodness sakes, that's going to be around forever. Arnie, unfortunately, is no longer with us.
Counterpoint, he's dead. So that's not going so well.
Annually, Arnie was earning $40 million through commercial endorsements, clothing, cars, golf events, and beverages. Cat did really well for himself. Arnold Palmer,
okay,
the greatest post-playing career.
And for a number of years, he was part of the crew at the Masters who would do the ceremonial first shot.
Hell yeah.
Thursday mornings.
Beloved guy.
Being a retired golfer, I feel like you definitely, being able to play the sport that you played professionally and continue to do it at a high level and do it socially, and it being a way for like you to launch businesses and meet people and court people and work your foundation, like that's got to be fun. If I could pass rush on a dummy and talk to like, prospective donor.
Right. Hey, Arnie, it's Lake Tahoe Country Club. We got a Pro-Am coming up. We'll cut you 100 G's to hit a ball off the first tee.
That's it, dude.
Done.
And we'll bring you in
put you up for a week
via linear air jet, which is the only way to get into Baton Rouge. Okay. If anybody out there's flown a linear air jet, let me know, because that would surprise me that you're still alive.
Hey, it would be cheaper if you just got a pilot's license.
Yeah, that's always a bad idea. Me, the guy who chased the way I chased last week, flying through a fucking canyon, not a good idea.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, chase long behind the wheel up there, behind the joystick. Okay, who's got the second pick?
The second overall pick will be Jake Plummer.
Wow.
Great player for the Denver Broncos, then became a professional handball player.
Might have been around a while.
Yeah. I feel like Jake Plummer's out 4 to 6 weeks with the fucking with a rotator cuff, because that was a reach, Reed.
I don't know. You've been high on Jake Plummer around
love
here.
Jake
I was
Plummer.
afraid that he was going to go soon. I think that a couple other guys on this list are going to be around. Arnold Palmer was one on my board.
I took Jake Plummer's mushrooms today. That's the only way I'm
Exactly.
functioning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Who's 3?
Chris.
Your
Chris
boy.
Long.
And I'm going to hit it. I'm going to drive right down the middle of the lane
Okay.
and go with Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Because Michael Jordan, now you're going to tell me,
Yes and no.
he's not the best personnel guy. Who gives a fuck? He gave us Kwame Brown videos. He gave us Adam Morrison in the NBA. I don't care, dude. Here's some other stuff he's done. He's got a steakhouse, a shoe, and a NASCAR team.
Mm.
Okay?
Sounds like a lot of work.
No, it's not. It's not a lot of work. It's passive income. Shoes get moved. Fucking steaks move. The fucking NASCARs move around the track over and over again. It's just printing money for him. And then he's a majority owner of a team. He's the first majority owner of a team. And he gets drunk as fuck and has never gotten in trouble.
That's true.
And he's never been married after fucking
once.
Basketball. Not after basketball?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, he was married.
Yeah.
What, really?
Well, he was divorced once to his original wife.
Yeah, and
Juanita,
when
now
was
has been
that?
Remarried. Or maybe not after basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After basketball. Because there was a picture book, a Michael Jordan picture book in the 90s. You remember it probably. It's like a coffee table book. And I used to think, even as a kid in the 90s, like, damn, that's got to be hard to be Michael Jordan and be married.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And he bought the Hornets or the Bobcats at the time for $275 million, and they'd probably sell for close to $2 billion today.
But you're telling me because he picked Kwame Brown and he's off the board for you?
I just,
Then you be careful.
Hey,
I'll send this shit to Kwame Brown, who is the man. We love Kwame Brown.
I love Kwame Brown, and Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but we're getting close to it's like, and he was a terrible.
I might draft Kwame Brown next. Those fucking videos are off the chain.
He's like, I better not fall out of the first round here.
Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Somebody draft Kwame Brown, please.
Homer pick. I'll take Howie Long.
God damn it. He took my dad. He took her dad.
No brainer.
Took her dad.
It's a good pick.
He's had a great career after football and in football. Guy just wins.
Yeah. Firestorm.
Yes, dude.
Brief marriage to Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
Endorsements left and right.
He's going to shake your hand so fucking hard next time he sees you.
And I've been told this is not a snake draft, right? So I'm back up.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. Take a look at the big board. He'll still be there. She'll still be there. I'll go Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley is making a lot of money. He is he's beloved. He plays a lot of golf.
Yes.
He's like the one person who's able to speak his mind, and everybody's like, that guy, I think I said president.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it when Charles Barkley
Yeah,
speaks
pretty
his
much.
mind.
I mean, Charles Barkley's got that effect. Like all of America rallies around Charles Barkley. And he really does. Just fucking it's up here and then it's out.
Yep.
And he plays a fuck ton of golf.
Fuck ton of golf. He'll have a cocktail.
And he gamed live golf.
Right.
Which was great. Like that was the ultimate, like, don't do it, Charles.
Yep.
And he was just using those fucking assholes for leverage, right?
And then he got like a 10-year deal worth $1 billion. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be there for 10 years right after he signed it.
Yeah.
Like, he's a badass.
Which, like a year ago, everyone was like, Charles, how long are you going to do this? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Genius.
My second pick, we're going to go Tim Horton, was a 24-year NHL player and then opened up a number of restaurants, mostly in the Canada.
What are they called?
United States. Yeah, and everyone doesn't realize he's a former hockey player.
It's true. That guy. Yeah, dude, that's kind of sick. You got a crunchy ass list so far. Guy growing mushrooms in Denver at a Canadian steakhouse.
Exactly. What more do you need?
You don't need anything else.
For sure, that was going to be Ed McCaffrey.
Oh, am I up?
Yeah, I'm. Excuse me while I read about Tim Horton for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, you're up.
You know, after Michael Jordan, the board gets more difficult, but I'm going to go with George Foreman.
Yeah,
guy made 137 millions off grills. Just fucking dried chicken patties. I used to eat them in college, dude. The Foreman Grill got me through college.
He was next on my board.
Yeah, good and pick. Also like seemingly really with it for an older guy. He's alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alive and well, and was a heavyweight. So those punches hurt.
Oldest heavyweight champion of all time, I believe, at 46.
That's crazy. You think you could beat George Foreman up right now?
No.
How old is George Foreman? 77,
I'd like to
80
see
years old.
30-second video of him taking a walk.
George Foreman, 73.
Can we get a video of George Foreman walking?
73.
Mm-hmm.
How old's Big Howie? Like 60, 61?
Dad's early 60s.
That would be a loss.
Yes. Who's the most famous pro athlete you could beat up?
Kwame Brown.
I hate you, bro.
All right, my pick. I'm gonna take John McEnroe.
Oh, that's a good pick.
One of the best tennis announcers. He's had cameos in a bunch of comedies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
seems like an easy job.
Yeah, and most hotheads aren't well liked. He's really well liked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scream motherfucking the lines judge. Is that what you call him?
Yeah, line judges.
Yeah, line judges.
Chair umpires.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick a cat who's not going to be on any board because we don't hear from him. And that's got to be a nice existence. His name's Allen Iverson. Just hanging out.
Yeah. You know he's on Instagram. Let me see how many posts he has. That's good. That's good.
But listen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's on Instagram?
I mean,
he's not out there like.
It's not like he's fucking. It's not like he's It's not like he's Jake Plummer.
It's not like he's out there
to
drafting fucking Kentucky small forwards, swinging and missing. He's just living. Livin.
You made him sound like he's a recluse. Let's see. The official Allen Iverson, 12.3 million followers. You're
not presenting a compelling argument.
No, your argument is not. It's that he's like living. He's living off the grid.
Look, I guess.
Like Aaron Campman driving a tractor somewhere.
Fuck it. My pick is Aaron Campman. No, all right. Okay. You don't like my pick? No,
I'm
right.
just fucking, it's what you roast each other's picks like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, nah.
I agree with you. I think there's some players out there that are just chilling.
Yeah. You know? Thanks.
Sit on some money.
Yeah, y'all are talking about net worths and shit.
There could have been some better players who are chilling a little more, but the thought was there.
It was there.
Thanks.
I'll go Travis Pastrana. I'm sure he wasn't on any of your boards, but
Tony Hawk was.
Tony Hawk, that's a good one.
Tony Hawk's on the board, yep.
But Travis Pastrana, motocross bike racer, and then after he retired, he became a NASCAR driver for shits and giggles. Did a season and a half on the Xfinity series, and had a pretty badass touring stadium show where they would do some wild stunts, and has a pretty funny Nitro Circus TV show.
Now, is he riding on the dirt bikes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember I told you this? In college, I went through a very short chicken quesadilla at Taco Bell phase, and I picked up the chicken quesadilla, And the guy said, "You look like Travis Pastrana."
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And I had to look up. I had to like go home, get on like
America Online.
MSN.com,
Yeah.
and look up Travis Pastrana.
Bing.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
Your pick.
your selection.
Carl Weathers.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was my next pick.
Carl Weathers, man. Sorry, you could trade it up. Yeah, Carl Weathers.
Allen Iverson is available.
You know, you don't hear from Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers was in Predator. Okay, we know he's in Rocky. I'll get there. But Predator, which is the most iconic handshake in movie history. You know the one, right? Have you seen Predator?
No.
Really?
But I've seen Arrested Development.
Okay.
Featuring Carl Weathers.
Yeah, he's great.
He had a cameo in a bunch of stuff. I was looking at his IMDb.
Happy Gilmore.
He's in Happy Gilmore, Chubbs. But Rocky, the story behind how he got that role was he was doing an audition, a reading with the writer of the film, and that's Sylvester Stallone. And he kind of like not melted down, but was like, I can't read this fucking script. He was like, if I had a good actor here reading the script, maybe the scene would go better. And then he found out that Sylvester Stallone is the lead. And Sylvester Stallone was like, oh, I can't do it. But he was like, I like that. I can hear Apollo Creed saying that.
That's
so
funny.
then he casted him. But Carl Weathers, man, he's a mensch. I can't imagine that he's a bad guy. Just a trustworthy looking dude.
So mad you took Carl Weathers. I almost took him in the second round. I don't know why I didn't. Fuck.
Yeah, well. Took John Mack. He's in a fucking credit card commercial, I think.
Time for Kingston's
something like that.
third white guy. Can't wait to hear who this is. Tony Hawk's still on the board.
John Rocker.
haven't heard much from him lately.
You have not. No, I think there was a feature on him. He had like one of those pictures standing in a field, like a profile. He was a profile.
Let's wait till worse, and we can bring him
you're
up.
right. You're right.
I'll go with a trailblazer. Becky Hammon.
Becky Hammon. Yep.
WNBA coaching champion.
Barry.
First woman to have an assistant coaching job in the NBA.
That's great. Is it my turn?
No, it's
I'm
mine.
just gonna ask that question until
final pick. Are we going 4 deep?
No, let's go 5 deep.
Okay, 5 deep. Fourth pick, The Rock.
Not a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Wrestling, my friend.
No,
Doesn't count.
No,
bro.
it doesn't
Does
count.
not
That's
count.
why I asked
I
the
had
question.
to listen to all of you motherfuckers throughout my teenage years talk about pro wrestling. I couldn't give a shit.
We never talked about pro wrestling throughout your teenage years. Oh my God.
That's all. You guys want to go to Monday Night Raw and all this shit?
We never talked about that.
WWE, WWF, and he's not a professional athlete?
No, and that's why you tried to slip it into the fourth round.
And I asked in the group text, I said specifically, this is a Rock clause. I should have said it out loud. Does The Rock count as a former professional athlete? Because not only you could try the college loophole, and if I'm doing the college loophole, then fucking yeah, I'm gonna do the guy in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, because he was on a fucking high school basketball team with 2 guys that played in the NBA.
Hey, Kat, I'm aware it's not a college list. Pro wrestling, that's what they call it. I'll take the pick. I can
do that.
go.
What's the name of the pro wrestling league?
Yeah, PWL.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a third run at my fourth pick if you'd like.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys vote on this. I'm not trying to sink the draft here, and you, the people at home. I mean, they are athletes and they're making money doing it.
Veto.
Okay, veto. We're on to fucking milquetoast Michael Strahan. All right, you like this? Is Good Morning America?
No, hold on a second. Hold on a minute, player.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, no, I thought about Strahan, but he's off my board because he works too much. Guy, you could have so much. He has so much money now, but that dude is in every day. Isn't he doing GMA every morning, dude? And then he's out in the West Coast with my dad.
He has been in space though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
he's been crushing it.
Some people love work.
Not arguing with the pick, just devil's advocate.
Yeah. Some people love work, you know?
Yeah, evidently I do.
Cowboy.
Cowboy's gonna pick. Oh, we were going 5, right?
That's
so
right.
we have 2 more.
Yep. Don't worry.
Room for
the
Steve
Alpinist
Atwater.
that you're gonna draft in the fifth is still gonna be there.
I'm going John Madden.
Yeah,
He was a professional football player for a minute, and then he got a bus and was waving turkey legs.
That's the best value
on TV and a big old video game.
And the coaching career.
Exactly.
That is the best value on the board, Reed. What a pick.
Good pick.
No Alpinist there. I don't know how much alpinism John Madden did.
No.
Not allowed.
Boom! Into a tree.
Boom. Not allowed to pick the rock. That's something else. Chris, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. I'll go with Bill Walton. Yeah.
Nice.
He seems like he enjoys everything he does. He enjoys calling those Conference of Champions games, right? He loves those. He smokes all the pot. He sits behind he's a better door than a window for the people in San Diego at the fucking baseball game.
He goes to all the Dead and Company shows.
He
stands in the front row. He doesn't go to the suite or whatever on the side.
He's an icon. Like he with a capital I, Reed. So yeah, Bill Walton.
He's in the Grateful Dead Hall of Fame, actually.
It's incredible. Imagine liking something so much but think about that. If you're a fan of something, like that they're as big fans of you, like when you come around, like you're a part of the band or something. Like that's crazy.
He told a cool story about bringing like Larry Bird and Rick Carlisle to the Boston Garden, like the whole Celtics team to see the Grateful Dead, and they all got along.
It's incredible. Are those Grateful Dead guys sports fans?
Yeah.
Like legitimate? I would think Bob Weir would be.
I think so.
Ooh, you're thinking Jerry Garcia.
Okay.
What?
I would imagine Jerry Garcia would be a Portland Trail Blazers fan.
All right. This one's gonna
Nashville Predaters.
This one's going to be controversial. I know it, but I'm going to take Magic Johnson.
No, it's not. Guy's made a boatload of money.
He owns the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Great businessman. Now, has he failed at a few things like
Twitter?
Coaching?
Nike?
Yeah, but you got
that
to
Nike
late
offer?
night host.
Yeah.
he had a big Nike offer and then pass it up.
All right, Makes. Last round.
Oh, I'm not prepared.
Your big board's fucking 6 inches deep?
No. Got Schwarzenegger sitting there.
What did he do?
He's governor.
I'm saying, like,
No, but what do you play?
The bodybuilder? I guess, yeah.
I guess bodybuilder.
Oh, you guys. These are professional sports.
I guess the dancers at the Baby Shark show the other night that I had to go to qualify. Halfway through the Baby Shark show, during intermission, they needed an intermission, bro. They had umbrellas with like arts and crafts hanging off. It's $75 for ticket, floor seats, Baby Shark. And halfway through, they had a 20-minute intermission, 45 minutes in. My kids wanted to stay, shockingly.
Yeah.
So I bribed them with ice cream. Is that a code break?
Nah.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Yeah. I'll go pitchman Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
That's a good one. I think that's great.
I'm just trying to think of what the I mean, he's been in some great movies.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Am I up?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to could go with another announcer. Yeah, I'm going to go Bob Uecker.
I like it.
Euchre, whatever the hell. Actor, Cleveland Indians, basically played himself. Miller Lite commercials.
I didn't know Bob Uecker played the game. That's a great pick.
That's
He
really
did.
cool.
That's a
Pro
great
baseball
pick.
player.
You made a couple great picks there, Cowboy. You clearly didn't know who Bob Uecker was.
No, he played baseball.
Obviously,
yeah. The Uecker pronunciation, I guess,
yeah.
threw me off a little bit.
I was just we got to wake up the Phillies bats tonight. I posted Pedro Serrano last night picture
Nice.
at his locker.
Great movie.
That's what we got. That's a great movie.
And you should pick Crucky here or something.
I think I'm going to pick Serena Williams.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's already unretired. How quick was that?
She did?
Yeah.
She's back?
You're a tennis fan? She's opened the door.
What'd she say?
Her retirement basically consists of a bunch of people asking her if she's going to play tennis again. That's got to feel good as shit. And it's not going to last long. She's going to play again. Didn't you see this? Serena Williams is going to come back? Am I making this up? She walked it back.
And that's after all that freaking like
but it was a
Broadway
great
show at
match.
the
I
US
watched the
Open.
whole match. It was awesome.
Yeah, who'd she play again?
Hold on. It was a girl with black hair.
Wasn't it Tomjanovich?
I don't know.
I think so. Best post-playing career is going to be the athlete who retired for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also going to finish my draft with a relatively recent retiree. Somebody everybody in here knows and respects so much, killing the podcast game. Kyle Long.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That was good, Matt.
That's good. That's good. Because what that is it's funny and it's good.
Bo Allen's going to take that really hard.
He's on the CBS morning show.
Had a kid.
Yes, he is. Had a kid.
Put a pool in the backyard.
It's a very deep pool. Things
Yep.
like 12 feet deep. Like a fucking free diver. His giant free diver. The guy's at Rick's
I guess
in Jamaica.
that'll do it.
Next Friday Freak Show, it's going to be the worst.
Possibly. And I might make the list depending on how my weekend goes. Because I'm feeling like it's a Chase Long weekend. You know? Feel all caged up.
Well, go see yourself a baseball.
I'm going to
win.
Philadelphia. I'm going to Philadelphia right now.
Get your Thursday night time machine win.
Yep,
Get kicked off right.
Yeah, let's go.
Listen to the podcast.
Okay, take care. Listen to the full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. Wherever you want to get the podcast, you can get the podcast. Pretty simple. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Podcasts get pretty wild. This is real tame.